but I'm nervous that I can't get out the back because the waves are too consistent, they're too big. I'm not going to be able to get her. She's too far out.
The rip at third ramp is in full force.
Jesse, can you go down to third ramp, mate? Just go straight down there to third ramp.
With no quad bikes available, Jesse must run.
I think I need him to go.
Terry calls back up.
Central to Can-Am, can you go to third ramp before you go south? Yeah, this guy's drowning, eh? Seriously drowning.
As the rip drags the man deeper, he tries anything to stay afloat.
He's got his head down. Lift your head, mate. Shit.
Jesse is first out. But now, 2 more swimmers need help. Jesse must decide who to rescue first. He paddles past the first 2.
That's it, leave him alone.
He heads out for the 3rd swimmer going under. The man is in dire straits. A life has been saved.
Jesse's got one, he's done a great job run from the tower.
The other men are helped to a sandbank by a Bondi Rescue cameraman.
You're okay. Just walk over here. You're okay. You're okay. Just walk this way. You're right. Keep coming this way, not that way, this way. Oh.
A brush with death brings mixed emotions. The 3 men are telecommunication contractors from India. It's their first swim at Bondi.
That guy was seriously drowning. He was just climbing the ladder the whole bit. They're like textbook drowning. Clothes, rip, deep water, fast running water. It's like you could see a plane about to crash. It's hectic. Jesse did really well then. He had to run from the tower, had to double time it down, grab the board, got out there before the guys got there with the Can-Am, so he really hustled. It was actually really impressive. It was great.
Joe, you got caught in the rip, you were doing the wrong thing, but you done a good job of staying afloat.
Thanks, mate.
That's okay.
Yeah, you did an excellent job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to have to go, for sure.
As senior lifeguards stand by, Maxi's big moment has come.
Just a couple of Asian tourists in trouble. They've got a floating device. Young Maxi's going out to help them get back in, and they're sort of starting to struggle a bit.
Maxi makes quick progress. The swell is only small, but he's right in the impact zone. For safety, he should keep his back to the waves.
Oh, back of the head. Maxi just got smashed. He just got smoked. He's still got a lot of learning to do, young Maxi.
No, the other way.
Maxi's also having trouble making himself understood.
No, the other way.
Be interesting to see if he can get her in without nosediving. Are we laying beds here, Tommy? Bet it's him then. Oh, I don't like his positioning. No, too far forward. I'm tipping he is gone.
A quick shuffle backwards, and it's a textbook ride back to shore.
Oh, eat my words. He's done exceptional.
Stand up there, stand up.
The young gun did really well then.
With his first rescue in the bag, he heads straight back out to get the woman's friend. Now it's time for some surf safety basics.
And when you get in trouble, put your hand up. Don't try and get in, you'll just get tied. Okay? All right, enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
You can tell that they're not local. They can't really understand what I was saying. They're just nodding, so hopefully they get the message. Who knows, I might be rescuing them tomorrow, you know. Pretty sick being the first rescue.
We're just caught in the middle of the flags. The swimmers are getting sucked out of the flags, so we're going to have to stay on our toes all over.
Bacon patrols on the jet ski for the first time, under supervision.
Middle of the flags, Bacon.
Experienced lifeguards know when a swimmer is in trouble, even if they don't. Bacon's sent to collect a swimmer from the rip.
You all right? You okay? Sure. Yeah, just move into shore.
But he leaves empty-handed.
He's not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, I tried to get him to come on. He won't come on, that guy with the goggles. He said he's sweet.
But this swimmer is far from sweet. Bacon tries a second time. This time, he's more assertive and drags him from the water.
Ride it like a bodyboard, mate.
Yeah, I was watching him for a while and he kept sort of like pushing off the bottom, going up, like down and then back up, and seeing that body language before, I just knew he was in trouble. So he told Bacon that he was sweet, but he was never sweet. It's hard to sort of make someone get on the ski, but if that was me, I would have just told him to get on.
In the deceptive rip, Bacon plucks swimmer after swimmer from the water, including 60-year-old Werner, all the way from Germany.
Well, I swam out into the sea and didn't remark how much it was or how strong it was, and it pulled me out. I was completely surprised, yes, about the power, yes, pulling you back.
Yeah, it is powerful out there. It's sucking right out the back. So.
I only know the North Sea in Germany, yes.
As Bacon learns about the North Sea, Bondi strikes again.
The guy just got sucked out just there. Yeah, as I was just talking to the guy that we rescued before, so it's dangerous out here today. Got to be on the ball.
Just attention to all the swimmers here. You're in a dangerous current. If you could move further to the left onto the sandbank, please stay away from this rip. It is one of the dangerous rips on the beach today.
Despite repeated warnings, swimmers are ignoring the trainees' directions.
Would you want to come down and give you a hand, mate, or come down? Yeah, probably best just come down to Reidy. I'll be right for the moment, but I'll come do something else. No, mate, you stay there, monitor that. Looks like there's a couple there now, and we'll get down to you, mate. Yeah, copy.
The direction to stay at his post is crucial. Don't leave a rip unpatrolled. As Jake waits for backup, he spots a man battling to stay afloat in the rip. Despite a minor back injury, the young trainee makes the bold decision to go out alone. Jake manages to pull the fully grown man to safety. Quiggers finally backs up and soon spots a second swimmer in trouble.
You right? You swallow water? Yeah? And that's Steve? Yeah. Thank you very much.
I just saw him with his hand up, we had to go, so it just happened so quick.
Another textbook performance from Bondi's trainees, both eyeing a full-time position.
She hasn't got a two-way. She's 100 down the beach.
In her 6 weeks as a trainee lifeguard, Tamika is yet to conduct her first real rescue. Team leader Deano decides her time has come.
Send her in, Terry. Send her in. She's stripping off. Tamika's in. She's off. Go, Tamika.
Tamika cleverly uses the power of the rip to help take her out to the swimmer. Terry heads in to supervise.
She'll be pretty excited, pretty nervous.
She's got Terry there to sort of talk her through it.
Tamika gets the young man safely on the rescue board, even if it is the wrong way around.
We've been waiting for her to do rescues all week. I've been working closely with her for the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's exciting to see her going in.
Good job, Tamika.
Yeah, we were starting to go under there for a minute. It was pretty scary, but it felt good at the same time.
I remember when I did my first rescue, so it'd be good for her to reflect on.
You've finally done it.
Yeah.
As a trainee, you just got to do whatever you can to impress the boys, basically. Otherwise, you get the cut, you don't get the job.
Right out there.
Yeah, get ready.
The girl at the back, if you can hear me, if you're in trouble, put your hand up.
The girl just sort of appeared quite far out, and it's really dangerous. There's a big swell on, you know, so people weren't going too far off the shore break, but somehow this lady just got out there. Before we knew it, she was right at the back, and she was in trouble.
Well, we went out to catch the wave together, and I went over, and she went under. When she went under, it took her farther out. I went over and kind of rode it back, so then we got kind of really far really quick. And I just yelled, come back, but then I just saw her kind of riding those waves and slowly getting farther and farther out.
Yeah, boys, you're gonna have to go. She's hanging off the guy's surfboard. The guy's just paddled out. Mate, just hug the flags as much as you can, even come on the other side of the flags.
Hey, those guys out the back, if you can hear us, there is a lifeguard on the way. Just sit tight.
It was a big day at Bondi. We had 6 to 8 foot surf coming in, and doing a rescue in that bigger surf's hard because there's just no break in the waves. You just got to keep punching over, and then hopefully get a break to get out there. It's not easy. Go, Taco.
It is too dangerous to be swimming. We're currently executing a rescue at the back of the flags. Come back into shore, we're going to move the flags up the beach.
But I'm nervous that I can't get out the back because the waves are too consistent, they're too big, and no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to be able to get her. She's too far out, and the rescue boards just simply can't get out there. And so basically I'm paddling, I get a good break in the waves, I got a good lull, and I just pinned it out the back, and I made it. Sakura is from California, and she's in Australia on holidays. We were getting drifted down south, and that was way too big down there to bring her in, so I started paddling up north a bit, where there was less rips and stuff, and then there was a break in the sets, and I started paddling to the impact zone. I look back, and there's sets coming, just like, oh my gosh, just please do not screw this up. I just want to basically impress Hoppo and all my other team leaders.
Comes a set, look at this fish.
And I just don't want to nosedive or lose her on the board.
So he does.
I just had a big smile on my face going, oh, thank you. It was a successful rescue and big swell.
It was a bloody good effort by Taco. He tackled it well, he got that little window and squeezed through, and he did a champion effort coming in.
Thank you.
Look at Taco, he's got the biggest smile on his face. Good old school board rescue. A lot of guys would have raced down, put the ski in the water, you reckon? Good, I love it.
Well, that was the most awesome way to ever get rescued, I have to say.
He's had his grumpy little head on all day because he didn't get to go surfing, but he's done rescue of the day, probably maybe one of the rescues of the year so far, I don't know. I don't think any of the boys could have done better than that.